The stage is set for the 2019 NFL playoffs, so I'll be sharing my predictions starting with the AFC. First wildcard game is the Colts at Texans. Both teams have been red hot lately and could be dangerous if they make a run. Andrew Luck has been playing lights out lately, and he will be facing arguably the best D-line in football, Jadeveon Clowney versus the rookie Quentin Nelson, and add the freak D-end in J.J. Watt. They can make a quarterback miserable. Honestly, I just think whichever team's defense can make a big play will win. I just think Andrew Luck and the Colts are too hot right now, so that's what I'm going with. Colts win. The next AFC wildcard game we have is going to be the Chargers at the Ravens. So both teams the Ravens have especially been very scary, and they could be really dangerous. The Chargers have potential, I just don't know about them yet. But anyways, the Ravens defense is just lights out. They barely did escape the win with the Browns, but their defense had 3 picks on Baker Mayfield. And they also got 2 picks against the Chargers and Phillip Rivers. I think this is going to be a good game. It's a rematch from just 2 weeks ago. But if the Chargers are able to pull over the win, their defense is gonna have to step it up. Cause I just believe that every single play, Phillip Rivers he's gonna be getting hit by that Ravens defense. If anyone watched the previous game, Rivers had no time to get it out of his hands. Now the Chargers have shown they can win some road games, but Baltimore is a dangerous challenge. Lamar Jackson made that offense so much better. The defense is allowing under 18 points per game. And if there is one team in the AFC you don't want to face in the playoffs, it's the Ravens. I believe Baltimore will keep it rolling and cruise through. I believe it'll be closer than 2 weeks ago, but I think the Ravens get it done fairly easily. That means the divisional game will be the Colts versus the Chiefs for the first one. I believe this will be a pretty good game. The Andrew Luck and the great Colts offense versus struggling Chiefs defense, but Patrick Mahomes, who might win the MVP this year, versus some good Colts players. They have Darius Leonard, a couple nice corners, and it'll be a great game to watch. I think T.Y. Hilton will have a big day. Andrew Luck will continue his magic. But I believe this one is going to have to go to the Chiefs just because I think they're a better team. And I think the Chiefs can run the football and they can throw it. And I believe the only way that the Colts are going to win is by their defense just has to step up and get some turnovers and get to Patrick Mahomes on every single play. So I think the Chiefs will win this one. I'm going to say by about a touchdown or 2. I just believe that the Chiefs, I think, are going to make the Colts beat them by running the ball. I think the Chiefs are going to try to get to Andrew Luck, and they're going to try to make the Colts run the ball. But I just think that the Chiefs their offense is just too much for the Colts. So the Chiefs are going to move on to the championship. That means the next divisional game will be the Ravens versus the Patriots. And boy, oh boy, this has potential to be one of the greatest playoff games. That Ravens defense versus Tom Brady and the Patriots. Man, Tom Brady, James White, Julian Edelman going against that stacked, aggressive Ravens defense. But it's what I really think this game's going to come down to is the 2 quarterbacks. And, Tom Brady obviously has more playoff experience than Lamar Jackson, that's why I think the reason the Patriots are going to take this dub. I think the Ravens defense will be a concern for Brady. I think they'll have to create the Patriots defense will definitely have to step up on Lamar. I just think it's just going to be tough for Brady with that defense, Ravens defense. I think that Ravens defense will send Brady into retirement. But that being said, I think the Patriots are just going to get this one done, mainly because they're the more experienced team in the playoffs. The Ravens haven't been in a situation like this in a while, so that's why I'm going with the Patriots here. That means the AFC Championship game should be a good one between Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, who are known for choking in the playoffs, versus Tom Brady and the Patriots, who are known for being great in the playoffs. But I don't know if it'll be different this year. I mean, the Chiefs have looked great so far. The Patriots have struggled some. They've seemed to get their groove in the past couple weeks. You know, Tom Brady's looked a lot better in the past 2 weeks. They're just making plays. James White's running the ball well. And I think this one's going to come down to sort of what the Patriots-Ravens game is going to be like, more experience at the QB position. I mean, Patrick Mahomes has been a great player this year. He's made plays almost every game that you're just like, wow. I think he will win the MVP over Breeze. But I'm going to have to just take the Patriots. The same thing as last game. Brady has way more experience than Mahomes. Chiefs are known for choking in these games. This game will be played at Arrowhead. I really don't care. I just think the Patriots are just I just think Brady's just more clutch. I just don't know if the Chiefs defense has an answer for the Patriots. So that's what I'm going with. I think it's Patriots all the way, no doubt. Which means the Patriots will be heading to the Super Bowl. So we'll have to go to the NFC to find out who they'll be playing. First NFC wildcard game is going to be the Seattle Seahawks at the Dallas Cowboys. I think this will be a good game. Dallas is known for choking in the playoffs. I think it could be different this year. But, I mean, the Seahawks are a very dangerous team. They're sort of like, I think, the Ravens. But I think the Seahawks will probably have the best chance out of any wildcard team in the playoffs to win the Super Bowl. So, yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be a good game. I just don't know if I'm confident enough in Dak Prescott to lead a big run for the Cowboys. I mean, this is one of their better seasons, but I just don't think they have an answer for the Seahawks. I think Ezekiel Elliott might play well, but, Carson for the Seahawks. Seahawks are a great running team. But that being said, Dallas has a stacked defense. Dallas' defense is pretty underrated. It's not talked about that much. But it can shut opponents down. Yeah, but that being said, I just think Russell Wilson and the Seahawks get this one done in the wild card. So I think the Seahawks are moving on here. The next wild card game should be a goodie. The defending Super Bowl champs versus the Chicago Bears. This one's a bit of a surprising one. Last year, the Bears only won 5 games, and here they are at the 3 seed, 12-4. Last year, the Eagles won the Super Bowl. And they started out pretty rough this year. Just about, 4 or 5 weeks ago, no one would have said the Eagles would have been in the playoffs. But here they are, Nick Foles, saving their butts again. And we'll see what he can do. But, I mean, shoot, the champions last year, they're hot. They really are. And they can cause damage if they can beat the Bears. But I just think the Bears' defense is just going to be too good for Nick Foles. I think they'll shut down Alshon Jeffrey. I think they'll force Foles to make some. I think it'll be uncomfortable. I mean, last year Foles played well against the Patriots, but he didn't play that great against the Falcons, which I'm not sure why, but I just think the Bears are just too good. Their defense is just stacked. I think it'll be a good matchup to see the Bears offense versus the Eagles defense. Bears offense isn't that great. It's decent, it's average. Eagles defense is about the same. Anyways, I'm going to have to go with the Bears. I think it'll be close though. I don't know if the Eagles, I'm not as confident, with them just because they've been hot, but I think the Bears will get it done. So the other divisional game will be the Chicago Bears at the Los Angeles Rams. And this one should really be a good game. That Bears defense versus that electric Rams offense. Jared Goff has struggled lately. But, Todd Gurley is just crazy. He's crazy good, The Bears, I just don't know if I can trust Mitchell Trubisky in this game. I mean, the Bears, they had a good season, but I just can't see the Bears making a Super Bowl run. I've heard a lot of people say they are. It's the Bears. I just don't think so. I mean, they're a good team. I'm not fully confident in them. So I'm going to have to go. I think Jared Goff will have a decent game. I think Todd Gurley he'll play great. I think the Bears defense will I think the Bears defense will really get in the face of Jared Goff, make him throw a few uncomfortable passes. But I just think Todd Gurley's too good right now. So I'm going to have to go with the Rams right now to go into the NFC Championship game. Sorry, Bears. It was a great season. And I think the Bears are going to be really good next year, too. I'm not saying Super Bowl next year, but I'm definitely saying NFC Championship for them. I think they'll be similar, probably 12-4, 13-3, but they're going to be good next year. So, yeah, that's basically it for them. I think it's the Rams, but probably by only less than a touchdown is what I'm going to say. It's going to be probably average scoring, both teams. That means in the divisional round, it'll be Drew Brees and the Saints taking on Russell Wilson and the Seahawks. This one probably will be a good game. It'll be in New Orleans. New Orleans not going to try and choke this year. I don't think they'll have first exit, but I think this game's going to be close. You know, I think Drew Brees, I think the Seahawks defense will do well against Brees. You know, Bobby Wagner, I think they'll get pressure on Brees. I just think the duo of Ingram, Kamara, and you also have Mike Thomas, it's just too much. I think the Seahawks offense, you know, Seahawks offense will get shut down, I believe. I mean, the Saints defense, Cameron Jordan, they're good. Brees, you know, I think the Saints offense will finally get into a groove. You know, late in the season, they were kind of struggling. I think this will be a game where they get it together and head into the NFC Championship riding high. So I'm going with the Saints big. I'm going to say about 2 touchdowns here for the Saints. I think Drew Brees will just have a day. I think Kamara and Ingram will run all over the Seahawks defense. But, you know, that's what. So that will bring us to the NFC Championship game. Drew Brees and the Saints going up against Jared Goff, Todd Gurley, and the Rams. I don't think this is going to be a good matchup. I think the Saints, they did play earlier in the season, and the Saints did win. Drew Brees looked great in that game. Michael Thomas had a big day, I'm pretty sure. That was the phone celebration game. I think the Rams will be riding high off that Bears win. Drew Brees is just too good. I mean, that Rams defense is just going to get ran all over, passed all over. Kamara, Ingram should have a big day against this Rams defense. I'm not saying the Saints will blow them out, but I'm saying the Saints will win by at least a touchdown or 2. I just think they're too good for the Rams. I mean, so that's who I think is going to win the NFC Championship. So that sets up our Super Bowl matchup, which I'll get into in a second. So that brings us down to the Super Bowl matchup. And if this Super Bowl actually happens, it'll be crazy, you know. Tom Brady in New England, I have them getting into the Super Bowl. I know, what a surprise. And then Drew Brees and the Saints. Man, this should be a good one. The Saints D is pretty good, going up against Tom Brady, of course, and their Patriots offense is great. I think this is going to be probably an average scoring game in which Tom Brady throws for a couple touchdown passes. Drew Brees is going to throw for a couple touchdown passes. I think both defenses will shut down the run, believe it or not. I think Drew Brees and Tom Brady will be passing a lot in this game. It's going to be a really good game, but for my Super Bowl winner, I know everyone will hate to hear it. I just think Tom Brady is too clutch in the playoffs, and the Saints have been okay in the playoffs. But I think Tom Brady's going to get his revenge from last year, and I think the Patriots are going to be the Super Bowl champs. Although I'd like to see the Saints win, I think it's going to be the Patriots by about. I think it's going to be a really close game. I think the Patriots are going to win by like a field goal. You know, maybe it'll be real close. My score prediction is probably going to be something like 27-24 Patriots. So that's who those are my NFL playoff predictions. They're probably going to end up terrible. But, you know, comment down below what you think I should have changed and if I got anything wrong. So, anyways, see you guys later. I'll post new videos coming out another week. So, see you.